Look around you. How many artists do you see in Nigeria making it? Instead of you to focus on a career that is sustainable, you're here crying over drawing. My friend, when you go and do your chores. Nonsense. Hello, people. Welcome to another interesting story segment on African Thoughts channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, please watch our videos, like, subscribe, and leave a comment because your feedback is very important to us. Now, let's dive into today's story. Story. Once upon a time. The title of today's story is Amara's Dream. Amara grew up in a noisy, crowded public yard in Lagos, where every wall was thin and every secret shared. Life was tough, but amidst the chaos, she found her escape through art. As a little girl, she would sit on the dusty ground, sketching on scraps of paper or old newspapers, trying to make sense of the world through her pencil. Her drawings weren't perfect, but they were filled with raw emotions, an outlet for a heart that felt too much. One day, while Amara was quietly drawing in the corner of the yard, Mama Efe, their neighbor, noticed her. Mama Efe was already becoming well known in the community for her intricate beadwork, a craft passed down through generations. She had hands that created beauty, even in the smallest things. But it wasn't her art that made her special, it was her heart. She was kind, a mother figure to many in the yard. "Let me see what you're working on," Mama Efe asked one evening, her soft eyes lingering on Amara's sketch. Amara hesitated but handed it over. Mama Efe examined the lines and curves, and a smile spread across her face. "You've got something special in here, my dear," she said, tapping lightly on Amara's shoulder. From that moment, Mama Efe became more than just a neighbor. She became Amara's mentor, her guide. Every evening after school, Amara would sit with her as the strong, colorful beads into breathtaking designs. While Mama Efe talked about life, art, and the importance of creating things with meaning, she helped Amara with her school painting assignments. And through each piece, she pushed her to express more, feel more, and be more. Amara wasn't just learning how to draw, she was learning how to see the world through different eyes. Mama Efe had a son, Efe, but he was uninterested in his mother's art. He didn't like or share her passion, and no matter how much she tried to teach him, he remained distant. In contrast, Amara's hunger for creativity was boundless. Mama Efe realized that Amara, not her son, would carry on her legacy. She promised herself that she would nurture Amara's talent for as long as she lived, making sure her artistic spirit would thrive. But fate was cruel. Just as Mama Efe's bead was getting wider attention, her life was cut short in a tragic accident. The news shattered the public yard. Mama Efe's passing, a void not only in the art world, but in Amara's heart. They had grown so close, almost like mother and daughter, and now she was gone, just like that. Years passed, and Amara, now a young lady, had pushed her art to the background, though the passion never left her. One day, as she sat at a bus stop, sketching out of habit, She saw an old woman selling beads. Something about her posture, the way she arranged beads, stirred memories of Mama Ife. Amara approached the woman, her heart racing. She tried to shake off the feeling, but the woman's presence was too familiar. Turning over to look at Amara, she said, "You seem troubled, my dear," the woman said in a voice that sent chills down Amara's spine. It was as if Mama Ife was speaking through her. I, I love to draw," Amara stammered, "but it feels like no one cares." The woman smiled, her eyes kind and knowing. Art is the language of the soul. If you see its value, others will too, but you must first believe in it. Amara blinked, feeling a surge of emotion. The words echoed Mama Ife's teaching. She returned the next day, hoping to talk more, to seek guidance. But when she arrived, the bead seller was gone. In her place, there was a small trail of beads leading away from the store, each bead gleaming in the sunlight. Next to the first bead was a folded note. With trembling hands, Amara picked up the note. It simply read, "Follow the trail." Her heart raced as she followed the path of the beats through the narrow streets and winding corners. Each step felt like she was walking deeper and deeper into a mystery, one that tugged at the edges of her memories. The trail led her to a hidden arts gallery tucked away in a quiet part of the city. Inside the gallery, Amara stood in awe, surrounded by paintings and sculptures from renowned African artists. But the greatest shock came when she saw her own drawings, framed and displayed on the walls. Sketches she had never submitted, works she thought had been forgotten. How did this get here? She whispered to herself, overwhelmed. The gallery owner approached her with a smile. "Mama Ife brought them to us." Amara's breath caught in her throat. But, but she passed. She passed years ago. How is that possible? The owner nodded gently. "Yes, but she believed in your talent. She told us to look out for you, that you were destined to do great things. She left these drawings here months ago, saying that one day you would come." Tears welled in Amara's eyes. Mama Ife had never truly left her. She had been watching over her, guiding her even in death, making sure her promise was fulfilled. Amara realized a deep sense of gratitude and loss, that the bond they shared had transcended down time and space. Now, standing in that gallery, surrounded by her own art, Amara felt Mama Ife's spirit close by. She understood that love, mentorship, and belief Mama Ife had poured into her hadn't ended with her passing. It had only just begun. The end of the story. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope that you learned that in everything your hand finds to do, ensure to persevere, never give up, because the only person that can stop you is you. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and turn on your notification button to stay updated on the juiciest African tales. From me, see you in the next one. Bye.